Mic check. Mic check. Inglewood Legends. Welcome to the Inglewood Legends YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. One love, and I'm out. Inglewood Legends. Hopefully, by now, you've already watched the 3 previous videos I uploaded in regards to my juvenile journey from East Lake to Sylmar, to Camp Jarvis to Camp Scott. Okay. In part 1, the video titled What Happened in Juvenile Hall, I spoke about a few guys I met while I was there. In part 2, I spoke about my short 2-month stay in Camp Jarvis at Challenger Memorial Youth Center. In part 3, I spoke a little bit about my first couple of days at Camp Scott. And now, this one here, we're gonna call it part 4. Let's go. On this day, just like any other day at Camp Scott, we woke up at about 6 a.m. in the morning to the sound of one of the staff members at the podium saying Reveille, Reveille. I got up, said my prayers like I do every day, and still do every day to this day. Amen. I got up, said my prayers, grabbed my toothbrush, toothpaste, soap dish, and washcloth, and headed towards the restroom. At this time, the homie Lil Snap was still there, but I don't think I had a chance to holler at him this one particular morning. I bounced in the restroom and wiggled my way over to one of them big metal sink bowls so I could get myself together and get myself right for the day. Looked like that day was gonna be a good sunny day too. Another fun-filled and eventful day at Camp Snoopy, as they called it. So I'm brushing my teeth and just looking around, kind of just checking my surroundings. And I noticed every time I looked up, and looked around, this one guy was mean mugging me. Stone cold, hard stares. Like, damn, what's happening? You know me or something? After a couple of seconds of me and him mean mugging each other, he spoke up and asked me where I was from. Where you from? I said, I'm from inglewoodLegends. He said, is that right? What? It's Centinela Park family. Oh.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Then he fired on me, and I fired back. And the rumble was on, right there on the spot, in the restroom. So we both swinging at each other, hitting and missing and hitting. You could hear our shoe soles squeaking across the linoleum tile floor. Everybody that was in the restroom at that time had backed up and let us get a little space. Get down and get him up. Back up. I hit him a few times. He hit me a couple of times. I swung again. He swung again. Then boom, boom. I felt all 4 of his knuckles hit my nose. True story. Yeah, cuz caught me with a good one. A stiff haymaker and rocked my snot box loose. On Legend Crib. I grabbed my nose real quick. Like, damn. Cuz just bust my shit open on Legend Crib. True story. Had me leaking and bleeding profusely. All I remember is hearing a bunch of ooh, oh, damn. A couple of minutes later, staff ran in the restroom and sprayed us. Yeah, they sprayed us with mace to break us up. Hey, break it up. Not gonna lie, back then, that mace was a beast. Had my whole face burned. So after cuz bust my nose and had me leaking, the staff had broke up the fight, cuffed us up, and walked both of us over to the staff program office. Damn. As the staff was writing up the paperwork for our mutual combat, I see another staff grabbing 2 pairs of leg chains. These leg chains were for me and the guy I just fought. Come to find out, Camp Scott didn't have a hole or a box, as they called it. So they had to chain us up and drive us to Camp Carr-Houghton. Whoa. At this time, there were only a few probation camps with special housing units. Is that right? If I remember right, the only camps that had holes were Challenger Memorial Youth Center, Camp Gonzales, Camp Rocky, Camp Kilpatrick, and maybe a couple of more. And of course, Camp Carr-Houghton. True story. I remember the staff that had drove us there looked kind of like Papa Smurf from the cartoon, The Smurfs. Papa Smurf had an old school car, one of them big old deuce and a quarter. On our way to the hole, me and this guy from CPF Sparked up a little conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess we both figured, hell, we just got down, nobody back down, so we ain't had nothing else to prove to each other, or nobody else, for that matter.
On the set.
In mid-convo, he said, you know what?
What?
My sister messed with one of your homies.
What?
They got kids together. I looked at cuz like, what? Who got what by who? What you mean? He repeated what he said the first time. I couldn't believe what he was telling me.
Nah.
His sister got kids by one of my homies. One of my homies got kids by his sister. I shook my head and laughed. I said, man, what we on our way to the hole for then? We could have avoided all this and left it where it was at, homie. We both laughed out loud and was like, it. So we get to Camp Carl Houghton. Pull right up to the unit that housed the box.
Step out, no talking.
Leg irons on and a belly chain cuffed in front. Then the staff walked us inside.
Whoa.
We got uncuffed, searched,
Squat and cough.
and then placed in separate cells. Now this wasn't my first time in what they called a hole or a box. This was actually about my second or third time. So the 3 days they served me and dude with wasn't too much.
On the set.
Slept all day and read books and did push-ups all night.
True story.
A couple of days later, transportation bus pulled back up, picked us up, and drove us to Sylmar Juvenile Hall. We stayed there overnight. Then they put us on another bus and drove us back to our camp, Camp Scott. All that might have took about 5 days from the time we got sent to the box to the time we was back at our camp.
True story.
Remember, in the Lil Loco Snap Life and Memory video, I mentioned that by the time I came back from the box, after that squabble, the homie Lil Snap was already gone home, back to the land. He had already been locked up for about a year or so by then, so I think he might have had about 2 weeks left. About a week after me being there, I ended up getting into a squabble. Yeah, mutual combat with a guy from Sentinella Park family.
True story.
We ended up going to the box, the hole. Long story short though, by the time I got back to camp from the box, the homie Lil Snap was already gone home, back to the land.
True story.
Now after that situation, me and that dude didn't have any more problems.
No more.
And coexisted and kept a mutual respect for each other.
On the set.
Both of us got down and got him up. Nobody bowed down, broke it down, or busted out. Real riders.
On Legend Crib.
Like I said, me and dude didn't have any more situations or problems.
None.
But me, I got into a couple of more situations and squabbles with a couple of more so-called rivals at Camp Scott in the weeks and days to come. With that being said, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the content out.
Share it out.
Stay tuned and stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
One love. And I'm out.
Gone.
Inglewood Legends. Inglewood Legends. Inglewood Legends. Inglewood Legends.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. One love. And I'm out.